You're stuck. Robinhood or Fidelity. The newest features or an institution that's been managing money for 80 years. Robinhood's first customers are now millennials with back pain. Fidelity's first customers are mostly dead now. In any case, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fits. Hey, I'm Matt, investments editor at Finder. I've been using both for years. Robinhood's my primary broker. Fidelity's got all my household's 401k money. Here's the thing, picking between the two is not a feature comparison. One's an institution built over 80 years. The other is the cleanest product in retail investing. The right choice depends on how you actually want to invest. Fidelity was founded in 1946, and they built the business mutual fund by mutual fund, branch by branch. And today they manage more than $7.1 trillion, up $1.2 trillion in 2025 alone, making them the world's third largest asset manager, behind only BlackRock and Vanguard. Robinhood launched in 2013, first as a stock prediction app. Then by the end of that year, pivoted to commission-free mobile trading. The trading app forced the entire industry to follow. Since then, they've added Robinhood Legend for active traders, prediction markets, and an IRA match that no traditional broker offers. Different starting points, different bets, and a fundamentally different idea of what a broker is supposed to be. Now, that difference isn't really visible in their fees because both are genuinely cheap brokers. Both charge zero commissions on stocks and ETFs, standard. Yeah, neither charges inactivity fees, important if you're a buy and hold investor. But Fidelity goes further. They've zeroed out nearly every other account fee as well. No paper statement fees if you prefer it the old-fashioned way. No overnight check delivery fee. Level 2 quotes are free. And if you ever want to leave Fidelity, transfer outs are free as well. On the other hand, Robinhood charges $20 for an overnight check delivery. Standard. Level 2 quotes are paywalled behind gold. And if you ever want to leave, it's $100 to walk out the door. But on the fees that matter most to, say, active traders, Robinhood pulls ahead. Equity options contracts, Fidelity charges 65 cents each. Robinhood charges nothing. At 50 contracts a month, you'd save $390 a year at Robinhood. To trade crypto, Fidelity charges a flat 1%, while Robinhood uses a spread markup typically between 0.4 0.85%, depending on volume. On margin rates, Fidelity's lowest is 7.5%, and you need a $1 million balance to get it. Robinhood's highest is 5%. And if you're a gold subscriber, the first $1,000 of margin is interest-free. Cash sweep, the yield on your uninvested cash is closer. Fidelity sweeps into a money market fund that yields about 3.26% as of early May 2026. No subscription, works in any account, including your IRA. Robinhood's 3.35% APY is slightly higher, but you gotta pay $5 a month for gold to get it. Standard accounts earn 0 APY, and it only applies to taxable accounts. Your uninvested Robinhood IRA cash earns nothing. So if you're an active trader, Robinhood saves you real money. For everyone else, the difference is basically nothing. Both are cheap. What you can actually invest in is where these two split. Both let you trade stocks and ETFs. That's the foundation. Past that, they diverge. Fidelity built up the traditional menu over 80 years, 10,000 plus mutual funds, direct bonds, CDs, precious metals, and the big one is the zero funds, 4 index funds at a 0% expense ratio. Yes, 0. They literally cost nothing to own, and they're only available at Fidelity. For long-term index investors, that one fact can decide the whole comparison. Robinhood skipped traditional and went newer. Over 65 cryptocurrencies versus just 5 at Fidelity, futures, which Fidelity doesn't offer at all, and event contracts. Importantly, both platforms now let you transfer your crypto in and out to external wallets. Fidelity added that in 2025. Self-custody isn't a differentiator anymore. Selection is. So Fidelity if you want the full traditional menu, Robinhood if you want the newer asset classes. The kind of accounts you can open, however, is where Fidelity still has an edge. Fidelity offers everything. Traditional Roth, SEP, simple IRAs, plus 529 college savings plans, HSAs, custodial accounts for kids, cash management accounts. If you want to open it, Fidelity probably has it. Robinhood beefed up its account types recently. They added custodial and trust accounts in 2026 on top of the joint accounts they launched in 2024, which I'm honestly thrilled about because it means I can finally consolidate my kids' accounts in the same app I already use. Still, it doesn't quite catch Fidelity. If you've got a bunch of accounts to open and want one broker for all of them, Fidelity's it. For everyone else who just needs a taxable brokerage account or maybe an IRA, both work fine. But if you want to get paid to save for retirement, Robinhood offers something Fidelity doesn't, or at least no longer does. Robinhood is the only of the two that'll match your IRA contributions, 1% on the standard tier, 3% with Robinhood Gold. No traditional US broker matches IRA contributions. Fidelity actually tried it back in 2015 and quietly killed the program shortly after. I guess it didn't work for them, but it's working for Robinhood. Several other brokers have since copied the idea. There's also a transfer match most people don't know about. Robinhood will match 1% on any IRA you transfer in from another broker. No gold required, no cap.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Move a $50,000 IRA in, get $500. Move 100,000, get 1,000. Worth knowing about. That said, gold costs money, $50 a year if you pay annually. Someone contributing $2,000 to their IRA nets just $10 after that fee. Max it out, you net $175 in year one. Compound that over 30 years, and the match alone can generate thousands of dollars in extra retirement money. The strings: stay subscribed to Gold for a year and keep the contribution funds in for 5 years, or Robinhood takes the match back. You also have to consider all the other Gold perks when justifying that subscription. There's a full breakdown of whether Gold is worth it, linked below. Now, Fidelity doesn't pay you to save for retirement with them, but they give you things Robinhood doesn't. More flexibility inside the IRA itself. At Fidelity, you can hold stocks, ETFs, bonds, mutual funds, CDs, and crypto in your retirement account. Robinhood IRAs are limited to stocks, ETFs, and options. Free retirement planning tools, calculators, projections, planning resources, and humans. Fidelity has actual human financial advisors you can talk to. It's not free, but it's there. So if IRA incentives are the priority, go Robinhood. Those matches can add up. If you want comprehensive planning tools, advisor access, or more diverse investments inside your IRA, that's Fidelity. No question. Whichever broker you pick and whichever account you open, you still have to pick investments, unless you automate that. And both have an option for that. Before I continue, if you do decide to open either account, or any financial account for that matter, check Finder Rewards first. We may offer an exclusive cash reward that you can stack on top of a broker's sign-up bonus, and we've paid out more than $770,000 to our audience already. Robinhood and Fidelity take different approaches to automated portfolio management. Fidelity Go is algorithm managed just like any other traditional robo-advisor. It's free under $25,000. Above that, 0.35% a year. But you do get unlimited 30-minute coaching calls with a human advisor included. The algorithm picks the investments. A human is available to help you with the bigger picture. Now, Robinhood Strategies is the opposite. While algorithms helped construct the portfolios, humans manage them. Actual portfolio managers making investment decisions for a 0.25% annual fee, which is capped at $250 if you're a Gold subscriber. If you're just looking for managed portfolios, Fidelity Go for human advisor access, or Robinhood Strategies for actual humans actively managing your portfolio. If you're picking investments yourself, now the research tools matter. Fidelity has been a research leader for basically forever. Screeners, research reports from Zacks, Morningstar, and others, portfolio analysis, social sentiment data, ESG ratings, and Fidelity Trader Plus, their new active trading platform across desktop, web, and mobile with multi-monitor support, advanced charting, and one-click trading. All free with any account. Robinhood's free tier research is light.
Spare change, ma'am.
Gold members get Morningstar reports, analyst ratings, level 2 market data, short interest, trading trends, and company financials. Robinhood Legend, their desktop-style trading platform, is free for every customer, not just Gold. 8 charts on one screen, dozens of indicators, drawing tools, real-time data, one-click trading. And Cortex, Robinhood's AI assistant available to Gold members, pulls from real-time market data and analyst reports, breaks down portfolio movements, and lets you execute trades and conduct research using plain English prompts. Different tools, different jobs. Fidelity for research and trading tool depth, depth, Robinhood for a modern, active trading interface, and Cortex for AI-assisted analysis. Which brings me to what may actually decide this comparison for most people. Robinhood is built mobile first, and you can really feel it. The cleanest app in retail trading, I stand by that. It doesn't matter if you're trading on your phone or on Legend, everything is fast and intuitive. The downside is that it's enjoyable to use. My screen time is Robinhood, then my baby's monitor that I leave on all night. Not really, but my wife has called me out on it.
Really, Matt?
Yeah, all right.
Fidelity feels like a financial institution because it is one. The interface is dense. The mobile app is fine, but not delightful. There are physical branches you can walk into. Robinhood has none. It's the broker you choose when you want the weight of an institution behind your money. Robinhood's the broker you choose when you want investing to feel modern. So how do you decide which one is actually for you? 4 questions. Do you need an account type that Robinhood doesn't offer? SEP or simple IRA, HSA, 529 plan, custodial IRA for kids, Fidelity. Stop here if any of those apply. Are you maxing your IRA every year? If yes, the gold IRA match is real money. $175 net in year 1, thousands compounded over a career. Robinhood pulls ahead. If you're not maxing, the match isn't a deal breaker feature. Question 3, what do you actually want to invest in? Mutual funds, especially the zero funds, direct bonds, CDs, precious metals, Fidelity. Just stocks and ETFs, both work equally well. Futures, event contracts, broad crypto selection, Robinhood. And question 4, does the platform experience matter to you? Modern and intuitive or institutional and traditional? Most people underestimate how much this actually matters. 3 or 4 answers pointing the same direction, that's your platform. Picking the right one isn't a question of which is better. It's which one fits how you actually invest. If Robinhood's your pick, our sign up link can get you free stocks when you fund your account, and you may be able to stack a finder reward cash bonus on top of it. Like I said, we've paid out over $770,000 to our audience already. All is linked below. If you are leaning Robinhood, the next question is whether gold is worth the subscription. I ran the break-even math, so check out that video next. If this helped, like and subscribe for more investing content and broker reviews, and subscribe to get our free market briefing newsletter for the top market stories before the bell.